This month, Mark Zuckerberg is back in court on behalf of his company Meta in what could be one of the most important civil cases of the decade. This time, he's going up against the FTC. But why? For years now, Meta has been one of the biggest and most influential companies in the digital world and has stood tall as an empire of social connection, data collection, and brain rot. They own two of the most powerful social media platforms on the earth, Facebook and Instagram, and they've dipped their toes into everything from VR to AI like it's a digital buffet. They're among the big 5 US technology companies alongside fellow corporate Justice League members like Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Google's parent company, Alphabet. But at the tail end of 2020, the United States Federal Trade Commission, the same government body that gave Facebook the thumbs up to make their game-changing purchase of Instagram in the first place, has changed their mind. They've decided that maybe letting one giant social media literally consume another giant social media wasn't the best idea. Earlier this month, the trial kicked off and Mark Zuckerberg has been spending the past few weeks in Washington fighting in an antitrust trial against the FTC. You might be asking, how did this all start? So we'll give you a quick rundown. Back in the early 2010s, before Facebook found their current supervillain identity as Meta, Facebook and Instagram were two industry giants, with Facebook having dominated the industry since the early 2000s and Instagram being the rising star. Instagram was being praised for its versatile photo and video sharing and its relatively new filter technology, which wasn't nearly as widespread as it is today. But all of that really stopped mattering in 2012 when Facebook purchased Instagram.
Now it's every entrepreneur's dream, a computer software company that was set up less than 2 years ago and has just 13 employees has just been snapped up by the social networking giant Facebook for $1 billion.
As an icing on the industry monopoly cake, Facebook purchased WhatsApp 2 years later for $19 billion, because I guess the WhatsApp negotiators must have maxed out their charisma skill by the time they came to the negotiating table. Flash forward to today, and the FTC is claiming that instead of actually attempting to innovate their own product and outcompete their competitors, Mark Zuckerberg's company is just throwing money at the competition until things go their way. And of course, just to prove how wrong they were, Zuckerberg called the FTC chairman last month to offer a $450 million settlement before the case got to the heated state that we see it in now. Safe to say, it wasn't very effective. After that didn't work, we get to the point we're at today, with Zuckerberg spending his time in DC earlier this month defending and justifying Meta's ownership of Instagram and WhatsApp. He stated that his mega company had plenty of competition, namely TikTok, but also YouTube, X, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn? If you had heated competition between Facebook mums and finance bros on your 2025 bingo card, today is your lucky day. Despite Lizard Man's best efforts, the FTC is still not convinced and continues to claim that Meta has a strategy of buying its competitors rather than competing. They allege that this strategy is unlawful. The FTC is a little hard pressed though, since like we said, they were the ones who approved the purchase in the first place, and a backpedal like this is bound to raise at least some eyebrows. It's like a referee letting a goal stand, then blowing the whistle 10 years later. Regardless of the result, this case is likely going to be groundbreaking and set a significant legal precedent for the tech world. If the FTC wins, Meta will be forced to sell off both Instagram and WhatsApp, a move that could practically kneecap the company's future. And if Meta loses, don't be surprised if Amazon's lawyers start sweating too. This case could crack open the floodgate. Regulators could start targeting other big mergers, like YouTube under Google or Twitch under Amazon, even just Apple's App Store dominance, the latter of which already came under scrutiny in Europe in 2020. But all of this is without even considering the impacts of an intervention by the president himself, Donny T, who invited Zuckerberg to his inauguration and has started to build a track record for getting his hands into legal proceedings he wasn't necessarily invited to. The way the digital world gets kept in check is changing, and in this case, Zuckerberg's digital empire might just be the first domino to fall. But we'll be here to keep you updated every step of this domino fall, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to stay up to date. As we dig into the world of reporting, we're still smoothing out some of the edges, so be sure to comment down below and let us know what you think. This has been Envee.